Aloha and welcome back to Pineapple Top Hawaii. Mahalo for joining us once again for a quick and easy recipe that we love. Today we are making something very simple. We are using ulu, or some people call it breadfruit. It is similar to a potato. It's starchy like a potato, and you could use it in the same ways, like to make french fries, ulu mash, or even fry it like chips. But today we will be making some ulu corned beef patties. So we are first gonna cut up the ulu into smaller pieces. I would say in about 1/2 inch cubes, and like I said, it's just like a potato, so it's easy to cut and easy to handle. We will put it in the description below how exactly we cooked our ulu the other night, and we just took this out of the refrigerator, so it is cold right now as we cut it. So we're just gonna get a fork and mash it up just a little bit, just so it binds well with the egg and the corned beef. And then it's super simple. All we're gonna do is add some eggs, add some black pepper, and because the corned beef is already seasoned with salt, we're actually not gonna add any salt. It's totally up to you if you'd like to add more. And then we're just gonna get some green onions and also mix that in as well. So I usually make this kind of often if I have any leftover ulu, so I can kind of gauge on how much eggs to ulu I'm gonna use. But depending on how much ulu you have that you'll be using, kind of depends on how much eggs you'll use. You're just trying to see that the consistency is not runny, but it is creating a thicker consistency so that the patties will hold together. And then you can choose your favorite canned corned beef, or if you even have fresh corned beef, that's even better. And then you're just gonna mix that in and check your consistency. If it's too runny, we suggest that you either add more ulu if you have, or more corned beef. But if you don't, we just suggest that you put it into the refrigerator so the ulu can soak up some of that liquid so it becomes thicker. Or if it is too thick, you can go ahead and add more eggs or more corned beef as well. So green onions is totally optional. You can add it in if you like it. If you don't, you can totally leave it out. But we love green onions and we have a lot growing inside our garden. So we figure add some in, not only for the flavor, but for the nice color in the patties. So that's the consistency that you want your corned beef hash patties in. We are now gonna fry them up in a pan with some extra virgin olive oil. And if you want all of your patties the same size, you can use an ice cream scooper, or if you just have a big tablespoon, you can also use that as well. I usually do that. And then when you put it inside your pan, what I do if I'm using an ice cream scoop, because it is a dome shape, I just tap my ice cream scoop in a little bit of the oil so it doesn't stick to the patty as I slightly press it down. And when you do press it down, you don't want to put a lot of pressure into the middle. You're just kind of pressing it little by little around so that the patty doesn't fall apart. And if it does, that is totally fine because it is a starchy kind of patty. You can just use your spatula or a spoon and just press it together. So you want to cook it on a medium heat, and you also want to leave it to get nice and golden brown on the bottoms. That's going to ensure that your patty is going to be really crispy on the outside and nice and fluffy and savory on the inside. And that is basically it. This is a great way to use up some ulu, or you can even exchange it for potato if you can't find ulu in your local grocery stores or at your farmer's market. We hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We have officially reached 1K followers, so we want to mahalo you and just remind you that we post every Thursday. So I'll see you back next week. Have an awesome week. Mahalo for watching. Aloha.